Hello, and welcome to another episode of Project Aurora Plays The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. I'm Project Aurora. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Project Aurora. You can also join my community Discord, as I always put the links to that if you ever want to interact with me more. And always, as always, if you're a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the sub button, drop the likes on the videos. It really helps me out. Alright, so to briefly recap the previous episode, after finishing up, our case, we had to go to Mainz to investigate a missing person, so to speak. Gant apparently went to Crossbell. He was a miner from Mainz mining village, and he had been gone for like almost 2 weeks. Well, he wasn't really missing, per se. He was just getting dummy lucky at the... And apparently he was a terrible gambler, and now he's been hitting the jackpots, so to speak. We had some investigation of that. Heyue's base got raided by Ravash and Company. It doesn't seem like Ravash is operating as a single monolith lately, so maybe some things are falling apart there. Drugs are there in the streets of Crossbell. It's real out here now. It's getting, like, this game is definitely taking interesting turns here. We worked with Grace, and we got a lot to investigate. We found some drugs on Gantz, so potentially, we're pretty sure they're drugs. They're definitely drugs at this point. Yeah, that man busted. But anyways, that's where we're at, and we're gonna go ahead and try to wrap up this case here. I don't know if we'll finish it, but we'll see. My back is killing me. Oh god, I hope I have my painkillers here. Right. Oh, you guys are gonna deal with me here because I just realized that my back is bothering me, so I'm gonna take something with it while we get ready to continue this game here. Because as soon as I moved, I felt that hurt like hell. I don't know what I did. All right, one more. All right, let's get to it. All right. Huh. There's apparently some bonus DP. There's some bonus DP opportunities here, so we gotta find them. Oh, there we go. Hey, Ply. Doesn't Nikolai seem a little bit different lately? Oh, you noticed it too? I've been getting some weird vibes from him. It's as if he's a completely different person. Excuse me, is everything okay? Oh, the police officers have arrived. It's nothing serious, we were just conversing about Nikolai. Right, apparently Nikolai's been engaged in some special training lately. It's paying off too. His technique and strength have improved considerably. The strange thing is, his personality seems to have changed as a result. Huh, you think his personality's gone haywire? Well, I suppose it's possible. How often do people completely change overnight, though? I wonder about that. I think people can change as long as they're motivated to do so. However, I'm sure Nikolai must have had a life-changing experience like that. Did he? Or is he on the juice? Or pill, I suppose, in this case. Father? What's wrong? It's nothing. It's just that, for the last little while, Father's been acting... Ha ha ha, you goddamn morons. What has happened to Father? He seems really off to me for some reason. What a bunch of morons. The price of those stocks friggin' tanked in 3 days. They seriously couldn't see that coming? The C&S Business magazine is run by a circus of clowns. Uh-oh. He's been on the... He's... Uh-oh. Oh, man. And then there's one other area. The hell's the matter with Dino? Huh? But it was one-on-one, and Walt told us to quit your bitching. You think I can just ignore this? Something happened, guys? Yeah, you could say that. Dino, that idiot. Dino challenged one of our leaders, Jed, to a fight. It was totally insane, too. They kept trading blows until it was decided by an elbow to the jaw. He's just a newbie, yet he somehow managed to take down Jed? Impossible. I'll never forgive that bastard. Jed, go to the hospital. Now. Nah, I'm good, boss. The doctor's seeing me like this would be an embarrassment to the Vipers. Don't make me repeat myself, you dumbass. Get your ass to the hospital or I'll send you there on a stretcher myself. Sorry, I'll go. Go. She always be acting like... Anyway, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Jed's down for the count. Yeah. A fight's a fight, and that's final. Jed's one of our more senior dudes in our group, and he usually trains us. How'd Dino absolutely destroy him? Something ain't adding up. Where's Dino? I want to find out. Where you at, Dino? Let's talk. I don't know where you at. I guess he's not around. Are you? Haha, I can't believe I did that. I never liked him anyway. All he did was boss me around the whole time. Well, not anymore. Oh well. Alright then, interesting. Alright, go ahead and save right here. No, I just got into the episode, obviously, but you guys have to realize I'm OCD about saving. And despite my OCD about saving and like stuff like that, I still managed to screw myself over on missables. And this is my curse. Alright. You're late. Interrogating Heiyue really take you that long? No, actually, we may have just stumbled into another case, but we'll include it in the usual report, along with details on the Heiyue raid. Chief? Sorry, was it too convoluted after all? Nope. It's just this series of events. I'm starting to think that it might all be connected. You do? Seriously? How do you figure that? I know a lot's gone down in the last day or two, but I want you to try to connect the dots. Better buckle up, Lloyd. We're going to need those detective skills you've been honing if we want to get anywhere with this. Sure, leave it to me. Today we were able to discover roughly 3 pieces of key evidence. The information we learned from Cal about the raid on Heiyue, the intel we exchanged with Grace about the current state of Rivage, and everything we learned about Gantz, the miner from Mainz. So there has to be something that ties the 3 things together, right? You know, I'm not there just yet, but I'm starting to see the big picture here. For now, let's sort through what we know. Which element of info regarding the raid on Heiyue can be tied to the others? Assailant's physical abilities. Which element of info regarding Rivage can be tied to the others? Haphazard chain of command. Which element of info regarding Gantz can be tied to the others? Blue pills in Gantz possession. This has to be it. You think these factors overlap? They're definitely suspicious, that's for sure. I think so, Ellie. If we take a closer look, we can see certain things leaking the cases. The enhanced strength displayed by the mafiosos who raided Heiyue, Gantz and his spontaneous gambling skills. They may seem independent of each other, but they both deal with the augmentation of their hidden potential. Now, suppose we say that the connecting factor in all of this are these blue pills. The Mafia must have started acting as the distributor for these illegal drugs, and the general public were not the only ones affected by them. Rivage must have been using them to strengthen its henchmen. Is that the general idea, Lloyd? Yeah, more or less, but in the end, it's still just another theory. However, if that's how it is, wouldn't it explain a lot? Maybe that's why Garcia's influence has started to wane. So a bunch of those mafiosos took the drugs to toughen up, and as a result, it gave them all big egos. Was that it? Nicely put, everyone. By the way, remember the rumors Ian told us about yesterday? Of course, the trader and that stockbroker. You think those two are already under the influence of the pills? Who can say? At this point, that's nothing more than pure speculation. However, things are beginning to come together piece by piece. You feel the same way, don't you? I do. But if I'm being honest, I don't think the Special Support Section will be able to handle a case of this size. We might even need to call in the 1st Division for support, given that the incidents revolve around the distribution of illegal drugs. Perfect timing, Lloyd. Perfect timing. What are you? Oh, I found you. What's wrong, Kia? Are you getting hungry? Nope, not yet. I brought a visitor. He's super grumpy, but he said he really needed to talk to you. Grumpy? Fucking Dudley. Oh, Detective Dudley. You're late. Apologies, Sergey. Investigation meeting ran a bit long. If this is about the same thing we discussed earlier, do you mind if we go ahead and begin? Sounds good to me. Fill them in too, if you don't mind. I don't exactly have time for jokes, Sergey. This isn't something rookies should know about, and actually, I think the information they found will end up being pretty useful to you and your investigation. Come on, it won't take any time at all. Are you insane? Then again, I did leave the Hey UA investigation to the Special Support Section. Perhaps it should be fine then. No, what in the world am I saying? Chief, if we're that much of a bother, we can always just leave the room. Nope, stay right where you are. They don't call Dudley the ace of the 1st Division for nothing after all. I'm sure he realizes what he needs in a situation like this. You win this time. Listen up, the information I'm about to disclose is strictly confidential. It does not leave this room, otherwise there will be consequences. Got it? Yeah, that won't be a problem. Ooh, is this a secret? I love secrets. Tell me too. Well, the thing is, there should be some leftover sweets in the kitchen. Why don't you go share some with Sate, okay? The 1st Division is being pressured from the inside. Well, it's not quite as simple as that, Bannings. After the raid on Hey UA, we received orders to devote all our resources to quell any disputes between them and the Mafia. So we recently had to end our investigation into the mystery drugs circulating throughout Crossbell. Really? The 1st Division was, I guess, investigating the blue pills too. Excuse me. Indeed, it's been a few days since the decision was made now. Frankly, I'm shocked that you were able to uncover as much as you did. How exactly did the 1st Division find out about the drugs in the first place? We were tipped off about them by a longtime informant of ours. Of course, we couldn't act on her word alone, so we did some digging of our own. Her word. And from what we could gather, it just seemed like a silly urban legend. I mean, medicine that grants wishes and can bestow happiness? Nevertheless, we couldn't ignore drug trafficking allegations, and we're in the middle of compiling a list of involved citizens before it was put on ice. What? Why are y'all looking at me like that? Looks like we hit the jackpot. Show 'em, Lloyd. Yes, sir. Take a look at this, Detective. Are these what I think they are? We found them on a certain source during our investigation today. We were allowed to keep them on the condition that we protect their identity. And we're displaying in great detail what had transpired prior to Dudley. Damn it all, so it is real. And you're saying that it's possible that Ravash is the distributor? Dudley, about the order to stop the drug investigation. Any idea who made the call? Had to have been someone high up. Our chief didn't agree with the decision, but he enforced it nonetheless. What a mess. Wait a moment, please. Does that mean someone high on the CPD's chain of command gave in to the Mafia's demands? That's unbelievable. Come on, how low can you go? The situation appears quite grave. Hey Dudley, it's clear that you came here because you don't trust the department brass. That being said, what's your move? To be honest, I didn't intend to do anything about the drug investigation. If any of us were to take action, our bosses would do whatever they could to interfere. But as a member of the police, it'd be too frustrating to let this go. Detective Dudley. Easy then, leave the investigation to the Special Support Section. Lloyd, Ellie, you two, Randy and Tia. From here on out, the SSS will be informally collaborating with the 1st Division. You four will take over their investigation into these drugs in their stead, since they currently have their hands tied. Yes, sir. Understood. And in return, we'll get every bit of intel the 1st Division has about Ravash. Sound fair? Sergey, regardless of the circumstances, we can't just go handing out top secret intelligence. Can't say I particularly care, Dudley. You're stuck in a stalemate and you know it. But by all means, do whatever strikes your fancy. Fine, you can have whatever information your grubby hands want. Yeah, we could come to an agreement. Ooh, so we're doing the First Division's work for him now. Is that it? I can feel the superiority washing over me already. Glitter. Yikes. Comment retracted. Whatever. Alright, you gained my permission to handle the drug investigation. How do you actually plan on proceeding, though? About that, we already hold the key in our hands. All we need to do is figure out what the drug is made of somehow. Not a bad start. Do you have any idea how to determine that? Who to go to? Based on what we know, we can assume that this is a new, never-before-seen drug. Using the forensic tools back at HQ is out of the question, as I have no experience with them and would be easily caught. Well, there goes that idea. You know, maybe we should just ask the medical college for assistance. Ah, I see. You must be talking about that particular doctor. Medical college? You're referring to St. Ursula, aren't you? Right, we know a doctor there who specializes in pharmaceutical research, actually. I've heard nothing but good things about his work, so there might be a good chance he could figure out the drug's composition. That's a stroke of good luck. And it might just be our best option. If you can, could you put together a report of the First Division's intel and send it to us by the end of the day? I want them to decide how to approach the investigation for themselves. Fine, I'll send it over as soon as I can. Well then, I should go. Thank you for your cooperation, Sergey. Likewise. Oh, and don't forget to give them well wishes too. Ugh. Listen well, you four. If you do anything stupid, this entire situation might nosedive. Understand? Notwithstanding your investigation into the drugs, leave dealing with the Mafia to the First Division. Stay close to the ground, behave, and most importantly, don't get in our way. Jeez, that goof just can't be honest with his feelings. Anger is one way of hiding one's embarrassment, is it not? Maybe so. Also, he has a stronger sense of justice than I initially presumed. Yeah, I think we can trust him. I'd vouch for him. Hell, most of the First Division is driven by diligence and their distaste for injustice. Same as Dudley. Sadly, most of them are sticklers for the rules, making them pretty obstinate. So you're going ahead to St. Ursula right away? That's the plan, at least. Well, if we have some time, I'm sure we'll try to knock out a few support requests. After all, we didn't have time to leave the city this morning. Sounds like it's about to get busy. I say we just tackle the requests little by little as the day goes on. Glad to see you're all raring to go. Now I know we're cooperating with the First Division, but don't get too excited. Just do things as you'd usually do. Show me that you're capable of cracking the mystery behind these drugs. Understood. Reported. We got the search for an important person, collecting flowers for resting places, and creative cooks wanted. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Let's find some damn quests, or do some damn quests rather. I got a lot of money. I also have some upgrade materials, so I'm about to upgrade my equipment. Meant to do that earlier, actually. I can upgrade both Ellie and Tio's weapon, so that'll be that. Customize. Moulin Rouge. Schrodinger. All right. Oh wait, let me see. It's about time to switch up my Holy Locket to prevent death, but drop rate plus 20%. Oh yeah. Gale Locket prevents all status ailments. Prevents seal auto CP up. I may as well let him keep that. Tinkle earrings prevents. Alright, yeah, no, we can get you something better than this. Surely. Well, chain prevents death blows. Oh, there was a shop I went to, and I can't remember where that shop was. But I looked at all the accessories in there and was like, I'm definitely gonna come back here. Here's where all the good accessories are. And I forgot where that was. Oops. I really want to get to the bottom of this case, but I gotta get, you know, that DP for, you know, man, doing these support quests. I hate when I get really invested into like the story, like, you know, the main story, and they're like side quests. I could skip them, but I won't. Let me see, maybe they're in the department store. There is a place here. I mean, there were some expensive ass accessories. Not this one. Oh, this floral chest can go on too. Sure. Or I can just give her that rigid leather. It's even better. That was a waste of money. Soldier suit. All this stuff gives him more defense, but will lower my attack by like fucking 2, whatever. I'll give him this gentle coat. Alright, you know, because I've been taking some damage. Oh, you know what? I think it may have been a Melda shop. It may have been the back alley shop. Oh, Melda, what you got for me? Yeah. Oh, sitting Nishi. Don't mind if I do. Art defense speed 10 prevents seal and mute. Evergreen. Accuracy 15, evasion 15, speed 5, prevents faint, sleep, and confuse. I think that is worth, but hold on, let's get some, 3, 9, 6, 7. Hold on a second. Whoops. Oh, hold up. I just remembered something important. Can't go away giving away my Sepith just yet. I gotta upgrade slots. Damn, she's expensive. Her slots are expensive as fuck. That's not too bad. I'll leave one open for her. Ooh. I don't think I can do that. If I want to upgrade another one of hers, I need to do it now. I mean, Randy should be getting upgrades too, but we'll just do this for now. There we go. Oh, there we go. He can still get an upgrade. Probably should go with this one. Alright, that's it. Alright, and then there we go. I can get that EP cut 3 in. That gave her access to dark matter, which I really wanted her to have, so I'm glad about that. Thing is, it's just that I don't think Bewitch is really worth it. How much does it take for dark matter? 6? That's 5 right there. Gotta keep ingenuity on for convenience sake. keep that on. If I go range here, it's not so bad, but thing is I kind of wanted access to some other stuff, so. Alright, good, go down this route. Shadow Blade, oh. Calamity Claw. That's not bad. That's more offensive. Maybe a bit more offensive than I intended, but whatever. All of those use 2 slots. I just need to get that one upgraded so I can put the action 3 if I want to give her that. Honestly, I think she's in a good spot. Though I wouldn't mind having like a more offensive fire caster besides Randy, because I mean, second Randy. Huh. Alright. I guess I don't really need Heaven's Eye on him, which means I can afford to do something like a strike, maybe not burn, attack 2 maybe even evade. Evasion could prove to be pretty useful. I think, strike would be a nice addition to some stuff here, so. Sure, we're gonna go with this for now. I still have Aqua Mirage, which is the main thing there. Alright, yeah, let's bounce. He's fine. I would like to get an action 3 on him at some point. I'll have to upgrade those last 2 slots for action / MP3s. Alright, now, as I was before, shop, exchange. It's gonna change the amount of money I have coming in, but whatever. Ooh, okay. Alright. That's gonna stay like that. And that's actually about all I can do. All that I'm willing to do, rather. So, Arts 25, Speed 5, prevents poison, blind, and burn. That seems worth it for Tio. And maybe even, Strength 25, Speed 5, prevents freeze and petrify. That seems like both. That'd be 50k right there. Speed 10. Yeah, if I put both Faint, Sleep, Confuse, Poison, Blind, and Burn, I don't think those are bad. I can give this to ooh, that's well, she has the locket on, so Ellie doesn't need it. I can give this to Tio. I give this to Lloyd. Oh no, wait. If I give this to Tio and this to Tio, I think it puts her in a good spot. Hold on a second. What you got going on here, too? Oh yeah. Prevent seal / mute. And where's that other one? I'm gonna go ahead and give her this because I feel like she needs it. Yeah. Maybe get some of them get them TO numbers up. If I don't go action 3 here actually, and I decide to go mine 2 or 3 when I have it, that works as well. But for now, action 3 is fine. Makes her act sooner, whatever. Speed doesn't hurt. Shop, sell. I can sell my old equipment. That photo chest was a waste of money. Alright, and then I can buy one last thing. Let me see, what do I want to give Lloyd? Or maybe I want to give it to Randy, so he does more damage. Yeah, I think we give it to Randy. Prevents freeze and petrify. Gives him 5 extra speed as well. Make him a bit faster there. Or I give him accuracy and evasion 15. Faint, sleep, and confuse. Prevents freeze / petrify. I can't even buy this one right now. I might be willing to part with some more Sepith. 500 of that. 500 of that. Let's say 7 of this. There we go. I think those numbers are okay. That way I have enough for both to upgrade Randy and Lloyd a bit here. There we go. Equip. Strength +5. Whatever. Prevents freeze and petrify, which is nice, and it gives him more speed. So do that, and then I'll give him, instead of just speed 5, yeah, we just give you this evergreen, so that your evasion goes up as well. Honestly, it might be better to put that on, whatever. Alright, now we're ready. Now I think we're set to do some quests here. Alright. I'm hoping that with those upgrades / purchases, I should be in better shape until everyone can have accessories like that. This is the house of Representative Campbell, who sent the request. We're searching for someone important, right? Sounded like the representative was freaking out. Hey, doesn't Mademoiselle's Gramps live around these parts? You happen to know this Campbell guy? Well, about as much as fellow neighbors would know each other. Representative Campbell is an ambitious man. He's so driven by his passion for politics that he often brushes aside everything else. I see, that matches the way I had envisioned him in my head. Either way, he's requesting our assistance. Let's try asking about if he's home. Unbelievable. What a foolish thing to do. We must find a way to retrieve Representative Campbell. Excuse me, gentlemen. We're here regarding the support request. Ah, you're the CPD's something or other section. What a relief. We were becoming so desperate that we'd be willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel. Just a moment. Are you not Ellie, Mayor McDowell's granddaughter? Why have you come with them? It's been some time, Representative. As it stands, I am currently employed by the CPD. I visit you as a detective of the SSS today. Is that the case? So be it. I suppose the mayor is neutral. Nothing to be concerned about then. But Representative, the Imperial faction's cunning members rely on underhanded tactics. What if they catch wind of this incident? Guessing this could blow up into a major political fallout, eh, Mademoiselle? It's possible. Talking to died members always makes me feel uncomfortable. Excuse me, Representative Campbell. Could you describe the situation to us in great detail? You have a troubled look on your face. I seem to recall the support request seeking assistance in searching for an important person. Right you are. I've run into a bit of a snag. I suppose I have no choice but to explain the situation to you. But let me make one thing clear to you. This is a politically sensitive matter. The Republican faction has been placed into a difficult situation. This must remain strictly confidential. Understood. We'll promise to keep this under wraps. We swear to remain silent about the investigation, Representative. Very well then, listen up. A certain member of our faction has disappeared. Could you elaborate? This happens to be my very own daughter. She has run away from home, along with our maid. This dude's still acting pompous after his daughter pieced out? Our daughter? Are you referring to Carla? We were classmates in Sunday school. Huh, really? Well, the representative and his daughter have never been on particularly good terms. Their relationship seems to be entirely compromised of petty arguments. However, the timing couldn't be worse. Our main supporter, anyway, was raided this morning. Dealing with the aftermath has been cumbersome. That utterly foolish daughter of mine, I would normally leave her to her own devices during a hectic period like this. However, recent reports have shown the mafia's spats becoming more dangerous. It's far too dangerous to leave two girls wandering around on their own. Yeah, I'd be worried about your daughter's well-being if I were you too. Not only that, but if this were to become publicized, the Imperial faction could use it as ammunition against me. You can't put your guard down during the diet, so I would prefer to avoid any scandals. And with that, I request you, the SSS, to discreetly apprehend and return my daughter to me. It all comes down to protecting his reputation then. Suppose that's how these bigwigs think. I already assumed as much. Well, it's good that he's concerned for her. There's a fair chance she might be in harm's way after all. Agreed. We understand the situation, sir. We accept your request to search for your daughter. Excuse me. Oh, thank Adios. Bring her back immediately. I can't promise we'll be able to do it quickly, but we'll locate your daughter and provide protection until we've safely brought her home. Very well. I suppose I'll rely on you for the time being. Proceed however you like. I believe his daughter left a note in her room. That note may prove useful to your investigation. Thank you for letting us know. We'll take a look at it then. Where's her room? That ain't it. This seems like a room. Looks like she left her message in this notebook. Let's see what it says. I've had enough of you and your insistence on only doing as you please, so now I shall do as I please. Goodbye, Carla. P.S. I brought the maid with me. If you're bothered that your meals will no longer be made for you, then I'm glad. Where do we even begin? Classic case of the apple not falling far from the tree. She's not any less selfish than him. Representative Campbell is the type to put his work ahead of his home life. And now that I think about it, Carla will often complain about her father in Sunday school. I wouldn't be surprised if a sudden falling out caused her to run away from home. However, the notebook fails to provide a clue about where we should begin the search. The only detail given was that she ran away from home by her own volition. Based on her note, I think it'd be fair of us to assume something. Suddenly ran away from home. She must have run away unexpectedly. As Ellie mentioned, a sudden falling out may have caused her to run away. She was pretty angry too, based on the note. I would consider that a reasonable deduction. I figure if she planned this whole thing out, the note would have been longer and filled with more resentment. How long ago do you think she ran away from home? I hope it hasn't been too long. Our search will be much more difficult if she's gone too far. Well, it's impossible for us to tell with the information we have at this time. Let's try to get some more information from the representative before we come to any conclusions. Let's get out our shovels, because we're about to dig up some dirt. Shall we return here to summarize the details once we have finished? Between the diet meeting and the Hayward incident, this morning was absolutely exhausting. I had even more appointments in the afternoon, so I came to rest at home for a bit. When I did, I couldn't find my daughter or her maid anywhere. I became suspicious when I saw a note she left behind. Guess she's the defiant type. I doubt he had any ideas as to where she would go. Representative Campbell runs a strict household. For instance, he'll enforce small rules like everybody having to eat breakfast together. It's actually quite obvious that his daughter despises such trivialities. I see. His suffocating nature could be the reasoning behind their discord, and despite that, she still adhered to his rule and joined him for breakfast. How am I privy to such knowledge? I ate breakfast with them, of course. Now that we have information, shall we return to Carla's room and continue to analyze for further clues? Yeah, good plan, Tia. How long ago do you think she ran away from home? I hope it hasn't been too long. Our search will be much more difficult if she's gone far. Good question. Going by what the representative told us, they probably left this morning. She was present for breakfast, but she had left by the afternoon. I think it's safe to conclude that she departed sometime in the morning. We should still be able to catch up with her. Still don't know where the hell she ran off to, though. Think we should ask her friends about it? Maybe they got a clue or two for us. No, I don't think we have time for that. If we consider the circumstances, there's definitely a place she would have visited. We know she left this morning without having planned to. Considering that, there's one place in particular she likely had to visit. The IBC. The IBC, right? Makes sense to me. Our escapee probably needed some dough for her getaway. Suppose that's the most logical step she would take, eh? If she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have had much time to pack. The IBC is certainly a possibility. Shall we depart for the IBC then? She may still be there. Yeah, let's get there ASAP. On it. Oh. Harbor District. Alright, we made it. Always feels like they're running a huge ass facility when we come in here. I presume the representative's runaway daughter may have stopped here. Shall we inquire with the receptionist? Yes, let's ask Lanfei to see if she knows anything about it. Hi again, Miss McDowell. Do you need help with anything? Hi, Lanfei. I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla stop by here today? I think she may have been here with the maid. I do seem to remember Carla coming by earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Craw. With Belle? Miss Craw consented to it, so I directed her to the top floor. This all happened about an hour ago. Do you mind if we go ask Maria Belle for some details? Truth be told, we're conducting an investigation. Oh yes, I think it should be okay. I think it should be okay to talk with her right now. I believe she's currently in the CEO's office. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get cracking. I'm so sick of this. I've been stuck in meetings all day thanks to those Ravash buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little raid will affect our stock prices negatively. I almost want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they've put me through. Your life never seems to get any easier. It's especially bad right now since Father is away at the moment. Oh yes, did you need something, Ellie? Judging by the crowd you brought with you, it doesn't seem to be a personal issue. Yes, there's something I need to ask you, Belle. Carla should have stopped by the IBC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Carla? Yeah, she was here not long ago. She and I are acquaintances through our social circles. She came to me claiming she had some kind of personal emergency. After that, she withdrew every last mirror in her savings account. Damn, we were right on the money. Why did she have to speak directly to you for that, Maria Belle? You'd think the receptionist would have been able to handle her request just fine. It has to do with the amount of money she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you would need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today was an exception. As you might be able to surmise, I am unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of mira. That is an exorbitant amount of money. The truth is, Carla is attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. Do you know where she might have gone, Belle? Oh, well, that would explain her rash behavior. Well, judging by the amount she withdrew, I would assume she's planning to relocate to a foreign country. That could be it. Is it possible she had a destination in mind? But now that I think about it, I recall a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Gransel. I believe Carla ordered her maid to make hotel reservations there. Gransel? Isn't that Libro's capital city? So she's ditching this joint for Libro. She must have departed for the airport then. We may be able to arrive in time if we proceed with haste. We must notify the airport's receptionist. Right, we have to hurry. We're sorry to have bothered you. We appreciate your cooperation. See you later, Belle. Sure. Now they run. We out. They sure know how to keep busy. Wrong way. There we go. Would you know? Excuse me, do you have a moment? You have a bit of an emergency? Oh dear, what is it? You see, an individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Libro. We were wondering, has that airship finished boarding yet? You said Carla Campbell. If you'll give me a moment, please. I'm jealous, Harlow. Sorry, but Carla Campbell wasn't listed as a passenger. Are you positive? That's strange. I could have sworn that she planned on taking this flight. Me too. There's only one flight scheduled today that's heading for Libro, right? Correct, and it has not departed yet. Pardon me. I knew it. You're the police, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Marcia, one of the maids at Representative Campbell's mansion? Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yes, that's right. You see, Lady Carla never intended to go to Libro in the first place. That was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. In actuality, she plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic. She's going to Calvard? Crap, she must have gone to the station then. If you hurry, you might make it in time. I'm sorry, my lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back home. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. So she's still got some regrets, huh? Well, time to roll. We'll bring her back for you, don't you worry. If she's Republic now, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes. There's no time to waste then. Thanks, Marcia. You were a big help. Marcia, could you go inform the representative of what's happened? You can leave bringing Carla back to us. Okay. Please, I'm leaving my Lady Carla in your hands. We out. Wait. Can I talk to the... Okay. Oh, can I just go through? Oh, I can't just go through. Platform 1, the train bound for the Republic is now departing. If you're not boarding the train, then please step back to the center of the platform. Excuse me. Yo, hold up. Isn't that the train the representative's daughter is riding? It looks like we still have a bit of time, so let's board. Oh, now we're on a train to the Republic. We cut that close. I wonder if we'll get in trouble for not following protocol. Officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about that. However, the problem remains, what do we do now? The plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct? Yeah, well, we can't ride on this train forever, you know? But we still gotta drop off those drugs at St. Ursula, ain't that right? That's true. We have not come this far to simply give up. Yeah, I know, the next stop is Altair, located at the western edge of Calvard. We should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's keep trying to persuade her to come home. Roger, I'm no quitter. Alright, I hope our words can get through to her. I assume she's gotta be riding alone. Oh. It's Carla. Hey, finally found her. Now we just have to persuade her to return home. The odds of her listening to reason still seem slim. Don't tell me Marcia missed the train. I guess I'm all alone now. Can I handle this? Long time no see, Carla. Ellie, what are you... what a coincidence running into you here. Are these your friends? Oh, are you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic? Haha, well, Carla, how should I start this? We're on a trip to the Republic. Yes, exactly. I thought it'd be fun to see the Republic's National Orchestra with everyone. Really? We could accompany each other until we arrive at the Republican capital. I'm so thankful I ran into you, Ellie. Truth be told, I'm feeling a bit down. After all, I'm all alone on this giant train and... Alright, looks like we've lowered our guard. Why exactly are you here, Carla? Well, it's a long story. My father is always ordering me around, filling my life with rules and more rules. Once he doesn't even respect himself. And this morning was a perfect example of it. I would never forgive him for what he did. Which was? Whatever it was, it sounds bad. After breakfast, he walked into my room without knocking. Huh? That's it? Of course it's not just that. What if I was changing? More importantly, Father's the one always lecturing me about how I should always knock. And even though he throws a fit when I forget to do so, this morning he calmly strode into my room, commanding me to do this and that, and to attend a dinner party in the evening, and he pries into every single small detail of my private life. It's like he can't do anything but that. I can relate with how she feels, but this is nothing more than a misunderstanding between father and daughter. How should we handle this? Then your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla. You think so too? I knew leaving home was the right decision. Still, it's the very first time I've ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this plan was because Marcia said she'd accompany me. I think I get the gist of this mess, but she still looks hesitant, right? She never had the strongest heart to begin with. Sure, she ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step she became more and more uneasy. And she should almost be at her breaking point. Her maid is worried sick. I was worried why I still hadn't seen Marcia. No, she must have betrayed me, didn't she? Unacceptable. I specifically ordered her not to tell anyone. Please calm down, Carla. It's true that Marcia informed us of the situation, but that's only because she's worried sick about your safety. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. Her words, not mine. Marcia, she really said that? I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. That was her farewell before we made our way to the station to find you. Well, I think it'd be best if you had another talk with your pops. Instead of running away, want to feel better to say what you want to say to his face? You may be right. I had started to think that there was no one at my side. But if Marcia is waiting for me, I don't mind returning home. Everyone, perhaps could you stay with me a bit longer and let me get everything out of my system? Besides, I need to start thinking about what I should say to Father. Sure, we can do that. We should be near Altair, but we still have the ride back. If you want the company, we'd be glad to oblige. Lloyd and the others transferred in Altair for the return trip. Then, 30 minutes later... We're finally back. Well, various factors delayed our return. Sorry for the trouble I caused. I truly thank you for listening to what I had to say. Please don't worry about it. Who's to say we can't handle consultations? You can count on the SSS to lend you an ear whenever you need it. Thank you. How dare you worry me at a time like this, you daft girl? Speak for yourself, Father. You couldn't even bother to find me yourself, so you sent the police in your stead. Excuse me, Lady Carla. My apologies, I was just so terribly worried. So you were in on it too, Marcia. Forgive me, I'm still mad at you, but thank you, Marcia. Will you return to my side? Of course, I'd be happy to. Oh, thank heavens, I think I finally made up my mind. I have a request, Father. You must knock every time you wish to enter my room. Every time, okay? In addition, you may no longer intrude upon my private life. And if you refuse, I'll be hopping back on the train, and I won't look back. Fine, you have to stay home and behave yourself for a while first. So, are you honoring my request or are you refusing it? Well, I don't want to be worried or have another falling out. I'll accept your terms. So, this is the power of the something or other section. For the time being, allow me to thank you for safely bringing my daughter home. However, not a word of this incident is to escape your lips to anyone. Am I understood? Yes, Your Majesty. Our lips are sealed, so you can rest easy. Fine then. We're leaving, Carla. You don't need to command me. Ellie, everyone, until we meet again. I can't thank you all enough for what you've done. Please feel free to drop by our house whenever you'd like. We'll welcome you with open arms. Oh, oops. I guess that settles that. Even though that took forever, I'm glad we helped them out. Judging by their conversation, I think they will work things out. What a relief. I hope you're right. I pray they'll be able to work out their differences. Anyways, Lloyd, we should get going now. There's still some requests we can finish up today. Yeah, good point. Shall we get to it, guys? I didn't mean for them to talk that much. I was just randomly talking to people and then fucking got all that dialogue from Lynn. I don't know why I'm looking for this guy. Well, actually... Here, give me this book that I can't make use of. Thanks. I hate this game. I don't hate this game. Let me save my game here. Ooh, don't want to save in the wrong spot. Let's see, how long have I been playing for? Ooh, about an hour. Alright, this isn't the end of the episode, but I will pause this video here. I need to use the bathroom and take a quick break anyway.